Listen, I woke up and I really said, Feral Monday. That's what I said. I said, I don't want eyebrows anymore. And don't worry, I made sure to ask everyone in the house if they would still love me if I didn't have eyebrows, and they all said yes. So that has also been confirmed. So I think I'm gonna do my Viseart palette today. I started with this shade and I'm just kind of packing that on my new brow bone area. This much higher version. It's really gonna pack that on. You know, I had my brows pretty good, but then I tried a new technique where you kind of wet the glue one more time and then add powder, and it didn't work quite as well for me. So you're gonna see a little bit of lifting where the glue is, but that's okay. We're gonna keep trucking and have some fun. I'm gonna get some eyeshadow base on. I'm gonna use clean canvas. I wanna do a cut crease, and then I had this idea of cheetah print on the top part of the crease. I have ideas. I woke up inspired and I'm a little out of control, but I'm having fun. And we're just gonna take that all the way up to the white part. And this is clean canvas and it's gonna be perfect. Also, the only super full coverage foundation I had was a little too warm for me, so we're gonna deal with that at a later day, as in later. I caught y'all by surprise. Let's go. We got this. Take that all the way up. Y'all already in my DMs. What do y'all say? I have questions, and you know what I responded? I don't have answers. So I already want to grab black eyeshadow, but I'm going to grab it in the center of this brush, and I'm already going to start my crease. Now I'm trying to decide where I want the crease. So normally I want to put it even higher than what I normally would, because I have extra real estate here. And we can always clean it up later. And I'm just pressing, and you actually have a lot of control when you press. Pick up more of the black eyeshadow. Nice. This is so much fun. Party to me. This is the kind of stuff that I used to do. And then I got heavily into teaching and helping. And I know a lot of times this isn't helpful, but this is what Feral Monday is for. There we go. We have our initial shape. So now that I have kind of the initial shape stamped, now I'm grabbing that same black eyeshadow. And I'm going to really work on the top part. Don't worry about the bottom part. We're going to clean that up. Jean, please. Not a bath too. But I do want to create more definition here. We're going to transition it, but I really just want to make sure I have a really small brush to really intensify the depth. And I'm going to do this all the way across until I get back over this way. Now we are going to transition this a little bit more, but we need the extreme depth. And then we're even going to keep this brush around and we'll keep going back in and adding depth. Now we're going to grab this brush. This is the E27. I'm just going to link all the brushes today. And we're going into the darkest shade. So when you want to do the most just visual, very intense, perfect cut crease, the key is, I mean, there's so many ways to do it, but this is just the very intense classic version. Let's call it that. So we're going to start with the black like we did, then we go a shade up. We just gradually build into this shade. And it could take a lot of different colors, but we're tapping that above the black. And remember how I mentioned we could add depth later? Back to the black if we need to. Picking up more of that same brown. And I'm just going to continue to transition it all the way over this way. Okay, so this is what makes, you know what assuming does, right? It makes, you know that saying. If you don't, look it up. So some of you might not know this technique where you can cover your brows. My brows are still my normal brow underneath there. They obviously don't have their normal makeup on them, but my brows are there. They're not shaved. It's just a technique. Now I'm just switching over to this shade, and then I just transitioned it some more with that same E27. So it's all melted together. And then we're just going to take that dark shade and I want to transition this upward just a little bit more. We're about to have a whole lot of lid space today. I'm gonna grab some more of the dark brown, not the black, the dark brown. Time of my life. Now we're going to clean up our lid space. And if you're wondering, why did we just put eyeshadow base all over the lid? Well, you know, I just didn't know where we were going. And if you've ever seen that, I never know what I'm doing here. In a good way. I'm just kind of winging it. Pun intended. But micellar water and our C30, we're really going to sharpen this up. Now I'm going to take an eyeshadow. I'm about to have cereal. I hear the cereal bag rumbling. I'm no better than Doug right now. But this shade right here, this one, it's very close to my skin tone, and I'm taking it on a fluffy brush because I'm going to get a more diffused application. And I'm just going to blur. See, I'm not going to blur where we highlighted, but I am going to blur around these edges. I love makeup. Transformative makeup is something I absolutely love. I don't do it often because, like I mentioned, my true passion will always just be helping you, but this is a close second. I used to do this kind of stuff all the time, and I'm actually not as good as I once was, and it's kind of sad, but helping is very important. Now let me go down a bowl of Special K. I'll be right back. So I think this will be kind of easy. I'm just going to use this because I wanted to keep it pretty close to my skin tone. If I want to brighten the center, I can. Apparently, I live in a working restaurant kitchen. That's what I'm hearing down there. Oh yeah, this is easy because I'll just throw this on. This one is super close to my skin tone. And I don't want you to feel like you need to run out and get it unless you are very close to my skin tone, because then it's going to be basically your skin tone. But do you need it because of this formula and it's Armani? Absolutely not. I like the About Face formula better, but they don't have a shade that's identical to my skin tone. I mean, look at this. That's why I like it. I was thinking I could do it without a brush, but I mean, there's just nothing that compares to this precision. Perfect. And then I am just going to go ahead and cover my entire lid. I also like the dry time. I do like the dry time on the formula because it doesn't dry super quickly. That way we're able to kind of work with it a little bit more. Oh, I'm excited for my wing and my leopard print. I got to go figure out which one I want. Do I want leopard? Do I want cheetah? I think I want leopard print. All right, so I have the idea, and it's a pretty sound idea, but I think, oh, nope, I think that's pretty good. If I need to lighten it, I can. So we're doing leopard, and I'm gonna make them so tiny. So I thought it'd be really good to kind of just do some dots. I'm gonna start here. Okay, and this is an eyebrow pencil. Okay, and then we're just gonna do that across this visible part here. I'll make them all different sizes. It doesn't really come together until you have placed the black. Or will it ever? And then I'm gonna grab my Maybelline brow pen because it's darker than this. It's almost black. And then we're just gonna go around, and all you do is kind of round out edges. I think we might need to lighten the middle of it just to kind of give it a little bit more depth. And when I say the middle, I'm not seeing that much of a contrast here. So what I'm gonna do, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna grab this shade. And I'm gonna grab 𝗕26. Grab it, and then I'm just gonna boop, boop. There you go. So what gives it that is the kind of the lighter middle and then the black surrounding it. So the brow pen that I was using, that first one, it kind of dried down a little bit darker, and I wanted it a little bit more light, you know. And, oh, that's so cool. All right, now I actually just switched to this Kiko Milano black liner. And what I want to do is I don't want to completely encapsulate it. You want to do kind of some different points and then leave it. That's what gives it that leopard print illusion. Fun, right? Some of you are going, no. My makeup artist absolutely singing. And tomorrow I will do something not so scary. I know y'all are still just probably gagging at this point, I'm sorry. But I'm having the time of my life. Let me throw on a wing. I'm just gonna use this since I have it. And then, well, I think I might go check on the eclipse. I don't know if y'all are participating in that, but I got my little glasses ready. Oh, this is fun. And then I'll come back and finish the look. I'm not gonna do my complexion too different. Maybe a little bit more full coverage. This eyeliner is super black. Why have we not been using this? Wow. Ooh, it's just so good. This dries so matte in the best way. It almost has a powder finish. Who remembers the discontinued, what was the brand? That it was 𝗕𝗏𝗂𝘁𝗊. Do you remember? I can't remember the name of it for some reason. But my goodness, that was the best. But this reminds me of that, but maybe even a little bit better. I'm so excited. Okay, Ben just did an update. He's doing an update on the solar eclipse for me. We're gonna be seeing it. What did you say?
7 minutes should be almost full coverage.
Full coverage.
I think we're at like 92%.
92%. We need full coverage, like my forehead. Okay, I'm back. Was I the person that was absolutely laying in the middle of the driveway, laying down flat? Okay, I also got bit by an ant, but we're not upset with the ant. I was in his territory. I was laying in the middle of my driveway, just on the concrete with my glasses on, staring straight up. And it's cloudy where I'm at right now, but I got a beautiful sight of it for just a second, and it was absolutely breathtaking. Now I'm back in my room. And what I'm doing now is I'm setting my forehead with my Makeup Forever powder. I'm doing quite a bit of it too. And then we can always touch up the brows. No big deal. And I'm also doing a lot of it to kind of change the color of the foundation. It was a little too orange and dark. Okay, update. I had to go put the ant outside. The ant was in fact still in my pants. I'm not kidding. I'm not doing this trying to be quirky. There was literally an ant in my pants. I didn't want to kill him, so I took him back to his family. I took him back to the whereabouts of where he tried to take up vacancy in my pants. I had to put on these big old floofers. These are the style Aurora. So I realized I had a lighter shade. I was using NW22, but I have NW20, and I have it on my face, but you really can't see it. So what I'm looking for is a spatula, but my desk is looking a little bit like a train wreck. Beep, beep. Okay, let me find my spatula. Found it, and this is just a makeup spatula. I wish it was a little bigger and flatter, and then, I don't know. I feel like we need a better one. But I just love to smooth my foundation out first. No matter what tool you like to use, obviously I'm going to use a 𝗕𝗏𝘂𝘂. But even if you wanted to use a sponge, smooth it out first. This match is so much better. Oof, that's a good match. And this is a really full coverage foundation. It is a cream to powder, so it's gonna have a little bit more coverage because of that cream to powder situation. Anytime powder is introduced, it's already gonna really thicken up, not in a bad way, but it's gonna add more pigment and give more coverage. I have to take it down and kind of take out some of this redness. I forget how much I like this formula. I think I'm about to go purchase another one. I really love it. I used to wear it all the time. And then I have my office here. Call it my office. My wonderland of makeup fun time. I have it reorganized, and then I had this in a different drawer. So I forgot about it. Oh, we gotta drag this back out. Before we do concealer, we're gonna do our blush because I'm gonna do a more coppery blush. I think I want to do copper. I think I should. Something different. Or maybe, wait, no, because I want to do this lip. We're gonna go a little bit more burgundy. Yeah, let's do that. So I recorded this twice, but IG kept just recording and then I couldn't, I don't know. So I wanted to go with this shade, and the reason why is because it's still in the realm of this red. I know it's obviously much, much lighter, but there's a lot of red there, but it's still not a strawberry red. It's more of, it's got a little bit more depth. The brand is 𝗕𝗏𝘂, and I want you to see the texture of it. It's really beautiful. Can you see how thick it is? Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm putting on a lot of it because I'm still gonna do my concealer, and then we're still gonna layer in a minute. And it's 𝗲𝗏 Monday, so I'm out of control. So then we're just gonna melt this in with our C41. Oh, these are pigmented, I love. Nice. I'm gonna try to not get it into my eye makeup, so I'm just gonna use the side of the brush and just keep tapping. Now don't be frightened. Well, you probably already are, I don't know. I'm just used to saying that when I don't do the wild looks. But I am about to add concealer underneath my eyes. Now, we're going full coverage. Let's do our Hourglass concealer. I really want to carve underneath here. Ooh. I think the eclipse has got me all wild. And then I'll just do some through here. I'm not gonna mess with my forehead, it's set. Kind of brighten that up through there. And now I need, did I get that one done? Oh no, I didn't need my cream concealer brush. And then this is just gonna melt together now. I'm gonna use my wet foundation to my advantage. It's gonna make my bronzer here even more pigmented. And I'm just using my Kiko Milano one. Fun. And then just melt it into the cream. I'm gonna warm up my nose, and I'm connecting. I'm gonna put a little bit right on the tip of the brush because that'll fit really nicely in here. Connect that to my eyeshadow. I'm gonna build very slowly. I'm gonna take a little bit of that bronzer and I'm just gonna stamp it right here into the eyeshadow and then into my temple. And then I'll just kind of warm up the rest. I could have just used this. I forgot I had it. This one's a Patrick Ta duo. All I'm using though is to set. I'm using the powder side. Look how pigmented that is. And this is gonna match our lip perfectly. And remember, we don't have any powder on yet. Okay. So if we wanna take our foundation brush and melt it a little bit more together, we most certainly can. Sorry, I forgot to list it. This color is so pretty. I'm gonna leave this out so we can use it again. The shade is She's Wanted. So because this is a very extreme look, I'm actually gonna set my under eye with powder foundation, and then I'm going to bake with my pink powder. Right now I'm looking for my concealer brush. Wow, Cat Stevens absolutely hollers pea strain. I don't know what happened to it. Now we're gonna try to pick this up as evenly as possible. We're doing the pink powder. And then I'm just going to, Pea Strain is choo-chooing. I love this song. For now, we're just gonna let that sit while we finish a few things. Oh, you know what? I kind of want to find a Kiko Milano in that shade. Let me see what I have. I only went with this one. I don't love that formula as much. I only went with it because I wanted a burgundy, and I feel like I'm gonna like the Kiko one even more. We're highlighting with the powder. And it'll sit there. And what little moisture is not set is gonna kind of absorb this, and that's what gives you that brightening effect. Just having fun. This isn't fun to everybody, but it is to me. I'm actually having the most peaceful time. Back with my Kiko liner too, and I thought we'd do a little kitty cat inner corner. And I filmed a video on how to do this. And it's a lot easier than freehanding. I'm gonna tight line with my Milk Cosmetics one. I have a video on tight lining if you can't do it this way. But where I'm at in my makeup journey, that's easy that way for me. So let's buff out the lash line with the shade that we used earlier. Ooh. Actually, this one's darker. I grabbed the wrong shade, but I still love it. Wow, that blended nicely. That was so easy. This one is something in French that I cannot pronounce. Yep. Perfect, we'll just tap this in with our C31 here. Nice. Now this is gonna give us more coverage. And I'm using my Makeup Forever powder foundation. But then I'm also gonna bake like I mentioned. So you set and then you bake. And the reason you don't just go in with bake is because it's a little heavier and it doesn't set as evenly. But once it's set like this, then you're good to go. It's nice and set. And the rest is for shaping and then longevity. The baking part. And then the powder foundation is just going to continue to kind of transition and blur the blush. Now I grab the shade this is the one I wanted. Nice. Meow. So pretty. I'll just focus it towards the front. All right, I'm gonna touch up my brows again, and then I'm gonna tag my little brow pen. This one's from Maybelline, and this is the black brown. I think that's the shade. You can see it just draws little hair-like strokes. So fun. We have fun. There we go. I also found the lipstick. I might film a video with it, but you'll see it in just a second. But I did find a link for it on Amazon. And then I'm gonna film a little video in just a second about pressing your bake away. I'm about to hop off, I'll be right back. But what I wanted to kind of tell you in that video is don't dust it away, press it in. You get longer lasting makeup and you get a more airbrushed finish. So don't dust, press. Now I know this look, it's not for everyone, but it really and truly, it was in me and it needed to come out. So I might actually take pictures of this because I really love the way that it turned out. It's so fun. That actually does look like leopard print. Sitting down in my chair. I normally sit on my leg. I know it's bad for me. I'm off of my leg now. Thank you for letting me express myself today. Now I'm gonna take pictures, which I really never take pictures. The ones that I take, just the little front face ones, I'm gonna go take real pictures, but I take those just for the stories. And then I'm going to clean up. That's gonna take me about 7 hours. I'm joking, but it's messy. But I am going to take this off and film something else. I actually want to film Sabrina Carpenter's makeup. Let me show you the picture. Isn't this so pretty? It is so pink. Like from here to here, all of that is just baby pink, and I have the perfect blush for it. And this won't take me no time. We can do that. I'm gonna go film that. I'm gonna tag the artist here as well, but I thought we would do that. Not on stories. I can't be doing 2 on stories. I think I would run out of slides anyways. By the way, this is the only way that I can wear dark lipstick now. I can't wear dark lipstick anymore unless it's this formula, because I'm so aware of it the entire time. But with this, it doesn't get on everything and it doesn't move. It's not gonna drip. This formula truly is special. It's a special formula. All right, I love you so much. I'm gonna be posting another ad tonight, but it's only the first like 5 seconds of it. That's technically the ad. The rest of it is the stuff that I recommend in the Sephora sale. So it'll just be the 𝗕𝗏𝘂𝘁𝗄𝗵 cleansing balm, which y'all have seen. But after that, that's just the rest of it technically isn't an ad. It's just an ad for 𝗕𝗏𝘂𝘁, but you'll see that in the caption. But the rest of it, you know. All right, just always transparent. We don't do that here. I literally have nothing to hide except for my eyebrows. All right, I love you all so much. I love you with all my heart, in case nobody has told you today. Now I'm going to go take some pictures, wash my face, and do another look. I love this. I love what I do, and I love you.